Hi, I'm Mika Truman, and welcome to my YouTube channel, as well as Patreon and Frankincense School of Mystical Arts. You can always find me at fsma.life. Please jump over and check out my website. So as we continue our prediction video, I wanted to share with you, there's so much information out there on Fauci and much disclosure. So much information is just pouring out. And I just wanted to jump in and give you my take. So I took a look at this, and I really do get we are to a point where this may be the beginning of even more and more exposure, even within the medical world, the medical industry, the pharmaceutical. But I was shown that all this information that's getting ready to come out, I was shown that it's deeper and there is more and more that is going to be exposed. And it's just not about Fauci, but that this could seriously be worldwide. And it's just not about taking down one person or one entity. It's about taking down this whole foundation. This could be to where it's not like Fauci is going to expose who really is behind him, who really pays him, who set this up. Is he just a puppet? Did he really create all of this? Is he the one really pulling all the strings? Spirit says no. Spirit says that this is totally the beginning of this domino effect. And where one falls, they all may fall, like the domino effect. Where did this even originate from? Spirit is showing me that Fauci could totally take down everybody. That where that man has so much information that he could expose everybody. But I get he has proof of who really has funded all this, who controlled him. And as crazy as this sounds, Spirit is showing this man has so much information that people would love it if he just disappeared. They would be really happy with it. And I do get that people are in a panic, wishing just that. So think about it. One man can take down possibly a multitude of people, maybe hundreds. Yes, hundreds. I'm very concerned about the safety of this person, and I hope that he continues to stay safe. But Spirit is showing me that he very well may be very protected and very watched over, because their Spirit is showing me that some of the higher ups knows that people would love for him to just not be available to testify in one way or another. And they're showing me a lot of protection around him just to assure more information comes out. So I just don't see at all that one person is going to take the hit on this. There's no way. I get one person could disclose everything. And that's the energy of where we're at. So it's going to be really interesting to sit back and watch this domino and how it affects worldwide. It feels huge. And it feels like that this could even tap into almost every country one way or another. So Spirit was also showing me that we may be at the point where we see the rise of Mr. T. where like here he is again and again, to where, before it was only like, he's only on little certain hidden platforms. You got to really search him out. Like, where is he? What is he doing? Like, you got to look for it. You got to dig. Spirit is showing that it may be on local media stations where Mr. T is stepping forward and he is giving his opinion and his thoughts. We should do this, we should do that. And he's kind of like really putting it out there, his take on how his thoughts are, on how we should really take back the country, how we should make people be accountable, what he would do. But interesting is that it looks like almost I see these people stepping forward, and I see where either you find out that he was the president all along, or that he's back into presidency through the election of the people, or the people are just saying that he's the president, and where a huge uprising of people are really pressing for this to be true. But it looks like I see a massive group of people coming over from one side over to this side. And it's as if they just, president-elect, by the people. So I do get June, July, August, a big rise. And the whole foundation of how the government has been set up, I do get, all of a sudden it's going to flip. And it's going to be very different than what you thought. And the whole election fraud, I get more information coming out on that. And I get state after state after state is just going to start voluntarily disclosing all of this information. And they're voluntarily going to start doing their own investigation. So it's going to be interesting because I get where one state comes in and says, oh, we found fraud. There's another one. And then all of a sudden you see all these volunteers of states stepping forward, showing like, hey, we're helping. Okay, whose side are they on? Interesting. It's like all of a sudden everybody wants to save themselves, save their backs. That, oh no, we're not on that side. No, we're over on this side. We're with you. We want to help dig up all this fraud. It'll be interesting. Yeah. All of a sudden, everybody's switching sides. And I get this is down to Congress people, senators, that all of a sudden where in the beginning of the year, everybody was on this side. Then all of a sudden where they feel like, oh, everything is starting to come out. Oh, but we're over here. We always have been over here. Yeah, we've been always like looking, we want to disclose all this. It'll be interesting, but I do get there's lots and lots of evidence who really was supportive, who really has been supportive. Is there going to be people accountable? I get there still could be. So it will be very interesting. So even though jumping sides, it may not really work for them like they thought it was. So it's going to be really interesting to see and sit back and watch. And I just have to say, I'm just reporting what Spirit says. I'm not pro this side or this side. I'm keeping it very neutral. And some say, oh, but you're pro T or you're pro Biden. No, I'm just sharing what Spirit says. That's it. And I've always said one way, and I still see it. So it's going to be a very interesting summer. I do get that. That's for sure. One shoot. What is it? One where there's going to be one investigation after another, after arrest, after another. And, court hearings. It's going to be insane because it's almost like 2 and 3 and 4 court hearings going on at once and information being disclosed that is going to shock you. So anyway, please don't forget, like, subscribe, please share, and jump over, join Patreon. You can always find me on fsma.life, Frankincense School of Mystical Arts, but we will connect very soon and we'll chat then.